Hello, once again, this is Antonio, and I'm coming at you with another exciting video. Now, as we get in the process of speaking about this video, one thing I can say for certain is that US auto sales has really started ruining people's lives. People are having their lives ruined by US auto sales. And why? I have no clue why they went out of business because I guess that news will come further, and I guess it comes down to money nevertheless. But people cars are being repossessed even though they are making their payments and their credit is becoming shot. US Auto Sales was once one of the largest auto dealerships in the South. They had many dealerships not only in Atlanta, where they started in Atlanta, but they had dealerships in other areas. But now what happened? People are getting their cars. They're waking up even though they are making their payments on time. And the finance department doesn't help because technically it's not a finance department anymore. They just want people to continue paying car payments. And we're going to come to find out what happened. So let's talk about the sponsor of this video. Protect your online privacy with private internet access. In today's digital age, online privacy has become a growing concern for internet users. With the increasing number of cyber threats, government surveillance, and data breaches, it is essential to protect your online privacy. Private internet access, or PIA, is a virtual private network service that provides a secure and private internet connection. So definitely don't hesitate and get your virtual VPN today. The link is in the description. Now, let's talk about something that's going
The charges
with.
are $60 million over the counter.
So let's talk about what's actually going on. So federal lawsuit alleges U.S. sales double billed customers illegally repossess vehicles. So somebody's going to jail possibly for some of the actions that's being that's taking place. So let's turn this volume down here and let's get past the commercial. Let's get past the commercial so we can definitely get into the video that we need to speak about, and that's US auto sales. Let's skip that. All right. All right, let's stop here. Let's come over here and let's enlarge the screen. Make that bigger. Now let's come here.
This company of breaking federal law. 11 Alive first broke this news about U.S. auto sales based out of Lawrenceville was abruptly shut down. This happened back in April, leaving a lot of customers and employees in the dark.
Tonight, its in-house finance company is in hot water. 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn live for us this evening, breaking down the allegations. Cody?
Yeah, Jennifer, Ron, U.S. Auto Sales Financing would finance vehicles that were bought on lots like this one behind me at U.S. Auto Sales. In fact, take a look at the sign here still up that says better vehicle, simple financing, all credit levels. Well, a new federal lawsuit claims there was a lot of shady business happening when customers would drive off this lot. A 24-page federal lawsuit alleges U.S. Auto Sales Financing violated the Consumer Financial Protection Act, accusing the Lawrenceville-based company of double billing customers at least 34,000 times. We're talking almost $2 million. The lawsuit says the financing company disabled the wrong vehicles 7,500 times. Customers not in default left without a ride. And get this, if you are late on your payment, the company activated a 10-second series of tones inside your car over a 4-day period. The lawsuit says U.S. Auto Sales Financing incorrectly sounded those annoying tones 71,000 times. In other cases, the lawsuit says the financing company ordered close to 80 illegal repos. Customers, again, not in default, left carless. Now, the suit also alleges U.S. Auto Sales didn't refund premiums to their customers. Now, we have reached out to U.S. Auto Sales, but I can tell you this, since we broke the story of them closing on April 17th, they've yet to respond to a single phone call or email ever since. So we'll patiently keep waiting.
So I can say this for sure. Somebody is definitely in trouble because it's been 4 months since U.S. Auto Sales abruptly sent employees home before shattering more than 30 dealerships in the Southeast, including in Georgia. Now, let's think about it in this perspective, right? I spoke to somebody today that was making their payments on time each month, and she woke up 2 weeks ago and her car was gone. Why do U.S. Auto Sales think they got the flex to do people in that manner? The judge in the lawsuit will have a lot to say because now somebody is going to jail over this. These are federal crimes. Because one thing for certain, you can't get away with some of the mischievousness that you have been practicing. You just can't get away with it. It's just not possible. So earlier this month, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau filed a lawsuit in federal court against auto loan server U.S. Auto Sales Financial Services for a number of alleged of illegal practices. Right? USASF provided in-house financing through U.S. Auto Sales, which was a buy here, pay here car dealership. CFPB claims U.S. Auto Sales wrongfully disabled borrowers' vehicles, improperly repossessed vehicles, double bill borrowers for insurance premiums, and failed to return millions of dollars in refunds to consumers. I mean, they were bold in their actions of being illegal, right? That's how I look at it. Y'all were bold. Like, wow. Um, the CFPB is suing USA or US Auto Sales. Let's just get that out for a range of misconduct, including illegally activating devices, prevented borrowers from starting their cars, said CFPB Director Robert Chopra. Given that the rising cost of cars, given the pandemic and jumped in auto loan debt across the country, the CFPB is working to root out illegally activity in the market, right? So a lot of this bad practices is what they have done. All right, so let's give a drop down, and maybe somebody might look at this video. Maybe you could share this video for people who have gone through this. Number one, they have many auto lenders require that cars are installed with device using GPS technology that allow the lender or servicer to prevent a borrower from starting a car. These are devices are known as kill switches or starter interrupters. USAF, U.S. Auto Sales, in incorrectly disabled vehicles at least 7,500 times and causing these devices to play warning tones in vehicles over 71,000 times during periods when the consumer was not in default or was in communication with U.S. Auto Sales about upcoming payments. U.S. Auto Sales remotely disabled vehicles at least 1,500 times after explicitly promising consumers it would not do so, right? When consumers paid off their loans early or U.S. Auto Sales repossessed a vehicle and charged off an account, consumers were entitled to refunds of any guaranteed asset protection premiums paid in advance for periods where they would no longer have coverage. U.S. Auto Sales failed to obtain millions of dollars in refunds from the Guaranteed Asset Protection Administrator, meaning GAP. All right, they double billed consumers and misapplied payments. When consumers were enrolled in collateral protections coverage by U.S. Auto Sales affiliate, they were also charged for the same coverage as by U.S. Auto Sales. Approximately 34,000 consumers were double charged for the insurance each billing cycle, in some cases for over a year, costing millions of dollars. U.S. Auto Sales also wrongly applied consumer extra loan payments first to late fees or collateral protection insurance instead of accrued interest. This misapplication of payments caused consumers to pay over $1 million in interest and fees that they would not have paid if U.S. Auto Sales had correctly applied their payments. All right, this is something that's going on right now. They are illegally repossessing people vehicles now. U.S. Auto Sales illegally repossessed the vehicles of some consumers who never qualified for repossession or have taken action to stop the repossession. In some instances, U.S. Auto Sales sold the vehicles that it had wrongfully repossessed. Woo-hoo! Somebody going to the slammer-bammer, baby. You can read the federal lawsuit in its entirety here. As for any compensation for consumers, when 11 Alive reached out to CFPB, they sent a statement saying the federal lawsuit is part of the process to see if the company is liable. Their full statement is in the bottom. Now, this is what U.S. Auto Sales are doing now. So let's talk about what they're doing now. Now. Let's blow that up and let's hit start.
Atlanta-based car chain continued to deal with some major problems months after the dealership closed. Channel 2 consumer investigator Justin Gray has been reporting on these issues since summer.
And Justin, now you're hearing from people actually getting their cars taken back, repossessed.
Yeah, Linda, this is the bankruptcy filing by U.S. Auto Sales. Channel 2 has confirmed the car dealer is also under investigation by the Georgia Attorney General and facing a lawsuit by federal regulators. Now, we're hearing from former customers losing their vehicles because of what looks like bad company record keeping.
No notice, no phone call, no nothing.
Joe Lester says he'd never heard of Westlake Portfolio until a wrecker showed up at his job and repossessed the 2012 Hyundai Genesis he bought from U.S. Auto Sales.
I made the payments every month for 3 years, but now I don't have a car.
Channel 2 Action News has been reporting for months now on problems customers have had since U.S. Auto Sales abruptly closed all 39 locations back in April. We told you in August how federal regulators at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau have filed this lawsuit against them, alleging improper charges and wrongful repossessions. Lester says he tried to keep paying his bills after U.S. Auto shut down.
You call U.S. Auto, the payment line, there was no one to pick up.
A company called Westlake Portfolio Management is now servicing the loans, but Lester says it was only after the car was repossessed that he learned Westlake was sending his bills to an address he'd never heard of.
They claim it was sent to James, Georgia, which is on the other side of Macon.
Since we first introduced you to Damadia Brooks this summer, she got this court order from Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee, rescinding her contract with U.S. Auto and ordering they pay her more than $3,000. But Westlake has already repossessed her car and won't return it or the money.
And for whatever reason, they would not return my vehicle. They're still asking me to pay on a vehicle that's been repoed.
Westlake said in a statement when they took over, quote, "We are committed to making this transition as seamless as possible for all customers of U.S. Auto Sales." Joe Lester says he's not only out the thousands of dollars he paid for the car, but his credit is now shot too.
They tell me I need a co-signer. I'm 66 years old. Who's going to co-sign with a 66-year-old guy? Nobody.
Now, the most recent communication Navadia Brooks received from Westlake had her address, but another customer's name and account number. Westlake didn't respond to our questions today, but Attorney General Chris Carr's office does have an open investigation and tells us they want to hear from customers who are having problems. They want them to reach.
Okay, if I was Westlake, whoever repossessing these cars, I would stop that now, because you're going to be tossed into this lawsuit with U.S. Auto Sales because you are lawfully repoing people cars. I'm going to stay on top of this story. When I saw it, I had to do a video about it because in my mind, they are doing wrong to the people. And these lawsuits are bad. So this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you know somebody who bought a car from US Auto Sales or any one of their affiliates, make sure you share this video. But this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, subscribe, as we'll be coming to you with another video momentarily.